In this video, I'm going to show you the difference between ActiveCampaign campaigns versus automations so you'll know exactly how to use them in your marketing efforts. Stick around till the end and I'll show you how we've used both of these features in our own business that has grown from $260K to over $700K in annual revenue in less than 2 years. I'm Jason, growth specialist at Wildmail, where we help make ActiveCampaign even better for European-based businesses. And if you want to learn the difference between how and when to use ActiveCampaign campaigns versus automations, you'll definitely want to check out this video. Let's dive in. Now, let's start with the definition of ActiveCampaign campaigns. These are best for a one-time, one-off email marketing campaign. You can call it an email marketing broadcast, a blast, whatever you want to call it. And most email marketing softwares are capable of this. It's just an email out to your list. Okay, so we can use these for newsletters, promotions, product launches in a standard campaign. And I'll show you what that looks like inside of ActiveCampaign. Now, this is ActiveCampaign. If you notice the W, it's actually our white labeled version of ActiveCampaign. I'm not going to go too deep into the details. I'll drop a link below where you can get the full description, but Wildmail is our white labeled branded version of ActiveCampaign. Same pricing, same features. It is their software at its core with a few different benefits stacked on top for European-based businesses. So we've got localized support, we've got a free analytics app, and we have training as well to help you be more successful with ActiveCampaign. Again, I'll drop that in the description below. So in the left-hand menu, I can go into campaigns. This will bring up all of our campaigns that we've sent. And if I go to create a campaign in the top right, it's going to give me 6 different options. Now, later in the video, I'll break these down and let you know how we use them and how we don't use the majority of them. But for right here, just a quick description of each campaign type. We've got standard, sending a regular one-time email campaign. If we go back to our breakdown here, this is going to be newsletters, promotions, product launches, product updates. Again, it's your standard email out to your list. Next up, we've got automated campaign types. This is just going to take you into automations, which we're going to cover in a second, so we'll skip that. Autoresponder, same thing. It's a very basic version of this here, and it's best for just sending out a lead magnet automated. We're going to do it a little bit differently. I'll show you that in a second and kind of explain what we do with automations. We'll skip that one as well. Split testing, compare multiple emails to test which works best. You should always be split testing in any of your marketing efforts where applicable, but this is going to be a great way to test different subject lines, content. You could test your sender as well, who's sending the email, to see if you can increase open rates, click-through rates, etc. And then finally, we've got RSS triggered. This will send whenever your RSS-based feed is updated. Typically, we've got people using this for their blog is updated, events. Whenever they're tying their RSS feed to email, it'll just automatically send that email to update your list. And then the last version that you can use here is a date-based a campaign type, and this is for birthdays, anniversaries, etc. It can be used for specific dates, holidays. And there's other ways to do that. So I'll break down again how we use these in just a second. So we've covered campaigns, and if you think of campaigns as being a bit more manual, you send it out, you have to set it up yourself. We're going to talk about automation now, and automation, on the other hand, is best for building out your evergreen marketing efforts. Okay, this is going to be done through multiple emails, email sequences. You can also obviously include SMS, messenger, text, chat, conversations that way, and multiple actions. And if you've ever heard of, the catchphrases of making money while you sleep, sales on autopilot, that's all done through automation, right? You have leads coming in, you've built out the automation, you build it once, you can obviously optimize it, but you've built it and it runs and your leads go through this automation. So we're going to cover a few different examples. I'm going to show you what that looks like in ActiveCampaign first. In the left-hand menu, you have automations. You will get a list of all the automations you've built. And one of the nice things about Wildmail or ActiveCampaign is you'll be able to click Automations Map, and this will allow you, there's a few different views, but it'll allow you to see how all of your automations are connected, and it'll give you a better visual representation of how your leads and your contacts are moving through your funnels and your automations. And so if I go into automations here, actually I can show you right here, we've got a trial to customer RBS. And for us, that stands for relationship building sequence. We are using these automations, these evergreen automations, to build relationships, build trust, and get them to know, like, and trust us and our brand. So you can see how this is set up. It's a series of emails. You can get quite complex with these. This is an initial welcome sequence that we have, and then they get dropped into another automation based on certain behaviors and engagements that they've had with our brand. So this is what an automation looks like. And for examples, you've got welcome series, post-purchase, customer support, follow-up, upsells and cross-sells, anything that you're doing multiple times, right? If you're, every time someone comes in, you don't want to send out a campaign as a welcome series manually every single time to that person. If someone buys something, you don't want to have to find that person and manually send out a campaign. You want to automate all of this and set it to evergreen. So that's going to be done through automation. Now, we've covered ActiveCampaign campaigns versus automations. So I told you I'd let you know how we use them here at Wild Mail. So let's take a look. For campaigns, we typically only use campaigns for newsletters or product updates. We run a newsletter bi-weekly, so every other week we're sending updates about the company, the team. Sometimes it includes product updates. Other times, as a SaaS company, we have Wild Mail. So that's our white labeled version of ActiveCampaign. Sometimes they've updated things. We have our own app that we've built for Wild Mail to make it a smoother process for our users. Sometimes we have updates there. And then we have Wild Metrics. This is the analytics tool that we're developing 100% ourselves. And so sometimes we have a massive update that's apart from the newsletter, and we want to send that out in a campaign. And remember, campaigns are one-time, one-off emails. So we can't really set that to evergreen, right? If our products are constantly changing and being updated and improved, this has to be done a bit more manually. We still can schedule it out, but it's not going to be something we can just set and forget. Whereas automations are definitely the key to achieving that growth to over 700K ARR. And that is because, we've built out the automations, a foundation of automations to, build authentic relationships with our audience so that they will know, like, and trust us. They run through these automations and they can ascend from, a lead to a trial, to a customer of ours, and then we can help them be successful with Wild Mail and ActiveCampaign so that they continue ascending and grow with us at Wild Mail. So that is how we use them here at Wild Mail. Hope that's helpful for you. So you know more about ActiveCampaign campaigns, you know more about when to use ActiveCampaign automations, you see how we use them here at Wild Audience, and you can check out this video above to go see how to improve your deliverability so you can avoid the spam folder. ActiveCampaign or Wild Mail is one of the top platforms, email marketing platforms, in terms of deliverability. So we've got a video, check that out. I'll link it above. And if you're interested in testing out Wild Mail, you can grab a free trial. I'll drop the link below. If you're not an ActiveCampaign user, it's a free trial. You'll get 14 days to test it out. And then if you are a user of ActiveCampaign, you can move your account with no changes in price, no changes in your API integrations, deliverability, your automations that you've already built, everything stays the same. We just have, like I mentioned, the additional free benefits on top. We've got the localized support for European-based businesses. We've got some training for you as well to implement and get set up quickly with what we've used and what you've seen in the video. And then we also have Wild Metrics, and that is the a free account to the analytics tool that we're building ourselves. So you can easily track your funnels, make sense of the data, and then make decisions based off of that to improve and optimize your marketing. So all of those links will be in the description below. Hope this video was helpful for you. And make sure you tune in next week. Make sure you hit like, make sure you subscribe, because we'll be pumping these out every week. Something new on ActiveCampaign to help you get the most out of this powerful email marketing tool. That's it for me. I will see you next week. Cheers.